It's estimated that 20 million students head off to college every single year, and if you are planning to be one of them, you'll want to know where to go and where to definitely not go. Based on factors such as price, location, academics, and student bodies, these are some of the colleges that you'll want to steer clear of if you're smart. Yeshivas Novominsk. Located in Brooklyn, New York, Yeshivas Novominsk is a very small four-year college. It boasts a high acceptance rate of 95%. The most recent year even reveals that out of all the students that applied, all but 3 got in. Here's the bad news though. Only 2% of students ever graduate from this college, earning it the name Dropout Factory. Why is the completion rate such at a freeze? Well, many transfer to different colleges, go figure, and some don't pass the second year, while others take 6 years or longer to earn their degree. The school is one of the most affordable, a mere $10,000 per school year, and with just $18,000 when accounting for housing, fees, books, and supplies, along with miscellaneous costs, it's not that bad. I guess it all boils down to what your college goals really are though. If you want a school that you can afford and a place to get out from under your parents' roof at, Novominsk might be perfect. If you're actually intending on graduating though, you're going to be wasting your time. Morris College. Morris College in Sumter, South Carolina, originally opened their doors in 1908. Affiliated with the Baptist Church, old-fashioned traditions run deep at the private school, which is one of the many things that attract students to it. The problem is that their venues aren't the only thing that's old-fashioned. Their technology is too, which is hardly fair for those of us who are paying a whopping $20,000 a year for an education there. And you would think with that type of income, the college could afford to put a little money back into the school. Even the campus Wi-Fi is reportedly so weak that students have trouble watching lectures online and even accessing web pages. California College, San Diego. Just the thought of going to school in the Sunshine State lures many students to California College in San Diego. Unfortunately, the same can't be said about professors. The school has a serious shortage of staff, with only 19% of the professors working full-time. This sadly translates to where many students are denied the attention they pay dearly for at the institution, which is probably why less than 79% of them are employed 2 years after graduation. Definitely a dark side for this college in the sunny state. If you're dreaming of California College, you might want to wake up. Montserrat College of Art. Massachusetts is home to many great institutions. Unfortunately, Montserrat isn't one of them. The school is a private residential college that's focused mainly on visual arts. It seems that it just isn't all it's cracked up to be though, as the graduation rate is really good at only 48%, but most students walk out with more than $47,000 of debt. And that's not a pretty picture at all, especially with the graduates only earning on average $26,000 a year. Maybe this visual art school needs to see the picture just a little more clearly and get busy making some big changes. Mitchell College. Given that Mitchell College is in Connecticut, it isn't surprising for it to be expensive. Even the analyst experts agree that it's overpriced and overmarketed. Students average about $32,000 in student loans and only total about $32,000 with a median average salary 6 years after they graduate, which makes paying back the loan extremely difficult. But the worst thing about the college is the campus. The cafeteria food is rated the worst than nearly every other college out there, which is really saying something. Not to mention the Wi-Fi rarely works properly, and the classrooms are seriously out of date. Here, you definitely don't get what you pay for. Philander Smith College. Philander Smith College is nestled in Little Rock, Arkansas, and is one of the most affordable schools for higher education in the nation. The graduation rate is great at close to 40%. There's just one teensy little problem. The average graduate leaves not only with a diploma, but with over $26,000 in debt too. Now, this may seem good compared to more expensive schools, but research shows that graduates of this college will only end up averaging an income of $24,000 a year, which spells big trouble. Around 20% of all graduates are even unable to pay back their student loans. So, if you're considering going to this college, you might need to do a little homework on it first. It just doesn't make the grade in our book. Oral Roberts University. Oral Roberts University is situated in Oklahoma City. It's a private university and is therefore not eligible for government funding. Aside from the fortune students paid to attend the school, many are in for quite a shock when they start classes. While students of any Christian university expect a certain level, shall we say, of chapel and Bible lessons, what blindsides many at this university is the fact that not only do non-Christians not fit in, those who are not religious don't tend to do well at the school, where speaking in tongues is basically a way of life and is sometimes even required as part of the curriculum. The best advice about this school is know before you go. The University of Texas at Arlington. While the professors at the University of Texas at Arlington are said to be nothing short of stellar, you'll be extremely disappointed if you choose to live on campus. The school sports zero spirit, and the activities are lacking as well. The student body seems to be snoozing, as with around 50,000 students being enrolled in the school, 5,000 living on campus, and another 5,000 living near the campus, you would think there would be a big college connection like UT Arlington's sister college, UT Austin. But that's not even close to happening. UTA does get an A+ in diversity and is ranked number 14 when it comes to minorities with a master's degree. 4,500 students are from other countries, which means that UTA is their home away from home for the duration of their college years, which is sad. There's so much that this school could offer, but it doesn't. University of Alaska. Located in Anchorage, the University of Alaska is cold as the weather. The campus is the largest in the state, taking up 1,700 acres with an undergraduate enrollment of 12,200. It is one of the most diverse universities in the US, with 43% of all students being of a minority race. Students are known to commonly complain that basically there's no connection between the students. Part of the problem is that the student advisors aren't very helpful in guiding the kids. Another issue is that the campus is so large and spread out that there's just no sense of closeness. Being one of the only colleges in the state, the price is outrageous at over $8,000 for in-state residents and more than $28,000 for non-residents. Although the tuition does go up every year, improvements are rarely, if ever, made. The graduation rate is only around 31%, and the average graduation from this college pays back just 12% of their loans 3 years after graduation, which I guess is a good indication that college just simply isn't worth the time or money. Devry University. Devry University was founded in Illinois in 1931, way back when it went under another name, DeForest Training School. It wasn't until 2002 that its name was changed to Devry University, and the school was officially recognized by the Higher Learning Commission. Does the fact that it took over 70 years to become accredited mean anything? Look, let's just get it out of the way. Devry is a for-profit college in every sense of the word, and we mean profit with a big P. They prey on military members with tuition funds at their disposal, and the school has a bad reputation for luring them, as well as others, with promises that they can't or don't even care to keep. They also offer such niche courses that there's only a couple of jobs available when students graduate. It probably doesn't matter anyway, as it's rumored that you're most likely not going to get hired by companies if you go to Devry. Commonly referred to as a diploma mill, Devry is one of the most expensive learning institutions in the United States, and one of the most dishonest. Even the Federal Trade Commission had to get involved by filing a lawsuit against the university, claiming that it had outright lied to students by promising them employment within, get this, 6 months of graduation, and other false info. They are now strictly prohibited by law from recruiting on military grounds. Don't get a dog from a puppy mill, and don't get your degree from Devry. And if you happen to be in the military, by all means, just march right past this university.